I didn't cook yesterday because I woke up and I had the biggest craving for fruits. And those who know me really well know that I'm not the biggest fan of fruits, or I'm very selective of my fruit consumption. But yeah, I haven't really stocked up on fruit, so I woke up with the biggest craving for fruits, and that's all I ate yesterday. There was no cooking. But then when I was doing grocery shopping, and after that, I had a lot of people at the end of the day asking me, hey, where's your video today? What did you cook? And there was quite a few requests, so I'm just going to do this. I can't believe I'm doing this again for you guys, but it's for you guys. So today, I woke up feeling like eating my favorite childhood food. I guess everybody has their favorite childhood food, right? And for me, it's chicken in tamarind soy sauce, or in Malay, it's called ayam masak kicap. Ayam is chicken, and masak kicap is basically cooked in soy sauce. Kicap is soy sauce. And it's the kind of food that always brings you back memories to when you're younger and happy because you don't have responsibilities, mortgages, jobs, you know. So yeah, and I really love making it for myself because it's super simple. And when I say simple, everybody has their own style. Some people like to use, everybody's got their own favorite soy sauce to use, whether it be sweet soy sauce or salty soy sauce, thicker soy sauce. Some people like to add different spices. Some people like to make it one of those one pot dish and put lots of veggies in it, which I do sometimes as well. But today I'm just going to make the very simple one. Okay, so I'm going to heat up the pan. I've already done the prepping, so I will just, you will know the ingredients as we go along. I'm going to heat up the pan with some vegetable oil, or any kind of oil if you want to use. Well, this is canola oil, so you can use any kind of oil you want. So maybe like 2 tablespoons of oil. I really love how simple this is. This is actually really painfully simple. When people who've had the dish and then learn how to make the dish from me a second time around, when they come over and watch me do it, they're like, oh, that's it? I said, yeah, that's it. It's very simple. So okay, so I have heat up the oil here, and I have already marinated chicken cubes with some turmeric. Here you go. I just bought chicken fillet, cut it in cubes or tiny pieces, and marinated it with salt and turmeric. That's very basic, right? But some people like to not just put salt and black pepper, or some people don't even marinate it. You can also use chicken pieces. I know a lot of people who prefer to use chicken pieces, but I'm using this today because I'm alone and I don't, this is a lot easier to cook for portion control. I use chicken pieces, like, you know, if I'm cooking for a party, or if I'm cooking for the family where there is more people attending. But since I'm cooking for myself, it's a lot easier to cook for one when you do it in, like, with chicken fillets. You can also use chicken thighs. Chicken thighs is very, how do you call it, juicy. Okay, so it's frying right now, the chicken, and I'm going to look for a dish to put the chicken in about 2 minutes. So you let it lightly fry, and because it's in pieces, it's like in tiny cube pieces, it also cooks faster. So it really doesn't take much time at all if you're cooking for one. if you're cooking for a family and using chicken pieces, then it might take longer because you have to like fry the chicken pieces, and that takes a little bit longer. Okay, now I'm just going to pull that out. I'm going to put that into a little plate. Now you don't want to throw away the oil that you've used to like fry the chicken in, right? Oh, some chicken got away. Okay, so with the same oil, you put it back on the stove, and then I've already cut one whole onion here, and I'm going to pop it back into the oil with the chicken fat already in it and the leftover turmeric flavoring. You're just gonna saute the onion, and again, well, you don't have to. Some people like it chopped. You don't have to chop it. I don't chop. Mine is cut very like in thin strips because I like my onion that way. Again, this is my version. Some people, as their base, they put blended onion, garlic, and ginger. Okay, and you have to wait maybe a minute till like the onions wilt a little bit. Alright. You know, this dish is so popular. I once dated this French guy for 3 months when I was living in London, and every time I asked him, alors, qu'est-ce que tu veux manger? That means, so what do you want to eat? If I'm offering to cook, he would always say, oh, chicken in soy sauce thing that you made. Because, well, I think he says that because it's so delicious, but I think it's because he can't eat spicy food. And this is the version that I make usually is not spicy, because I eat it with if I want it spicy, I eat it with a side condiment, or at the end of it, if I'm cooking for myself, I will add some chili padi, which is bird's eye chilies. Okay, so now that the onion is a little bit wilted, you pop back in the chicken. You pop back in the chicken that was fried. So this is also perfect for like kids, right? Like I said, it's my favorite childhood food, and this is what I will always eat because as a child you don't always necessarily miss the spiciness as you do as an adult. Now once I pop back in the, I have to look for a sieve. Here you go. Okay, so once you pop back in the chicken, this is tamarind paste that I've already added with some water. But my tamarind paste comes with pulp. If you're not in Malaysia, then you can just find the tamarind that is strained off the pulp already, and just the paste. This one is with the pulp, so I have to add water and mix it and then strain it. So I put that in. So there's a fair bit of liquid in there. I'm gonna bring can you see that? Here you go. So you want to let that simmer in, the chicken to simmer in the tamarind liquid for a bit. I'm just cleaning up as I go because I don't really like to have a huge mess at the end of it. So I like to clean up as I go. I think it's a lot easier on myself if I do it that way. Okay, now that the chicken has been sitting in that tamarind liquid for a bit, I'm going to add some light soy sauce. What is this? Yeah, this is light soy sauce. We're going to add maybe like 1 or 2 tablespoons, maybe two tablespoons of light soy sauce. And then you also add thick soy sauce or dark soy sauce, also like 1 or 2 tablespoons. This really just adds color. And then now it's a really thick, dark as the night. Look. And then you just let it simmer down. See, I told you it was super simple. And it will take about like, I don't know, maybe like 2 to 3 minutes to like simmer down. And you know, when I got more requests to post more videos up, one of the feedback was also to edit the video. But apart from the fact that I'm too lazy right now to edit the video, even though I have editing skills, I feel like sometimes maybe it's better not for me to edit, so you see the entire process. And also, this is good, right? We're like having a little conversation. Well, I'm talking to myself, but it's like you're watching me while I'm cooking, so you can imagine yourself being like opposite the kitchen counter and gossiping with me. Now, I may have made this a little bit more too liquid, so I can just like scoop it out, which might take longer. So I'm just going to scoop out. This is essentially done, because this is how mine is a very, like I said, is an extremely simple version. I'm going to put it with some garlic butter fried rice that I've already made earlier for myself. And I'm trying to scoop this out. So usually if you have more, I'm going to take some of the gravy out. Usually if you have more chicken pieces, obviously this amount of liquid would really cover it. So I'm going to take some gravy. I took some gravy out, and I'm going to, I better like wipe that a little bit. Hang on, let me go wipe off the sides and I can show you the end result. Okay, so it's pretty much done, and this is what it looks like in the end. See, I told you it was simple. Now, like I said, of course, you can add green. I usually add green beans, but I went to the supermarket yesterday and there are no green beans, so I'm just going to cut up some cucumber slices and eat that with this. But mine is the extremely simple version. It's a single person's version. Okay, happy trying!